Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, honey. How y'all doing? Let me move this camera. I got y'all positioned in a crazy way. Let me see here. How are y'all doing? Good morning. Well, I shouldn't say good morning. I should just say hey. Cause baby, when I tell y'all the morning is over. What's up, y'all? Hey, Joshua. I am up. Hold on. Getting ready to style this half wig. We got a few errands to run. So yeah. We getting ready. I'm gonna let you guys come on in here with me. Hold on. And style my wig with me. I took my hair out last night. And I rested. Whoops. Rested. Let's see how we're gonna do this one. Sorry. So, with that being said, I could have done this last night, but I just did not feel like it. I got my mask on. Hey, Gamma. Honey, I'm getting ready. We getting ready to style this wig. I got my mask on because I did my skincare earlier. Let me so y'all can see. I did my skincare earlier. And we definitely want all those good products to seep. And because we want this face to be snatched, baby, because I think we're going to wear us a half up, half down style. So good morning, Gamma. Congratulations on your 10,000. Good morning, Joshua. Good morning, everybody. This is my half wig that I got that is always, it's got some color on the ends here. So I'm going to curl it. I may clip some of these ends and curl it. I shampooed it last night. The other bundles are still in a plastic tub soaking. So I'm going to see. We're going to go get some hair today. Yeah, I got on my mask. Y'all say I got my mask on. These are very, very popular. This is not the newest one, but these are very popular. To make sure that skincare absorbs into your face. Last week I had a really good facial. So yeah. Let me see if y'all can see. So yeah, I am getting ready to try my best to kind of style this one. So I keep my little wig head ready. So we're going to curl it. Make sure it's dry. Because when I get out and about today, I definitely didn't want to go out with a bonnet on. So that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm doing today. Y'all check out my short. I cleaned up the kitchen this morning. I did a little straightening up in the living room, but I'm going to go back and do my floor and all that. So yeah, I've just been busy. I had to rest the first couple of days to get myself together. But y'all, the hair came out so nice. It looks so good. This hair does. So yeah, I got some headbands and stuff. Y'all know I love headbands. So yeah, we're going to curl it. And make it do what it do for the day, because tomorrow I'll be getting my hair done. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. You said be your teacher. I probably could be. I hope you're good to your teachers. So y'all welcome on in to Loving Lucinda. We just doing a little something. We just getting it together. Just in case I go somewhere tonight, I want to go, I know a lot of people be out and about, so I got to step out with my best foot forward. So yeah, y'all welcome on in. This channel is supported with super chats and super stickers. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Loving Lucinda, where we do it all, honey. We do hair, we do it all. We'll even do some nails if we want to. Yes, honey. So we just want to get this, especially get this the dome cap up under here dry. It has been sitting out all night though. It smells amazing. I'll show you guys what I used. It smells so good. So yeah, in between styles, a lot of times I could just slap this on and it looks so good. So yeah, super, super glad that I invested in a really good headband wig, something I can slip on and slip off. So yeah, you just want to hold it and just kind of brush down through there, because actually when I don't have to flat iron it if I don't want to. I can take the flat iron down through there to take some of the frizz out, but I don't have to, because sometimes I like it to be really, really thick. So a lot of times I'll just hold it like this and just brush it, and that just kind of presses it out a little bit. So that's one thing. If you want to put on your headband wig, make sure you got your a stand where you can style your wigs. I like to style mine on a stand. I don't like to style mine on my head, because I want to be able to see and get a visual of what it's going to look like, So yeah, y'all can tell this is pretty old, but yeah, I'll move the camera so you can see. But yeah, our hair is dry and smelling good. So yeah, we got that part. So we're gonna start curling in a minute. Woo! Baby, I had this on blue and it is really, really, ooh, yeah. It's got that face looking shining, and that's what I wanted. So we could turn it on off. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, brown sweet one. Girl, when I tell you your house looks amazing. That bed is beautiful. Oh my God. And those chairs. Oh, and then the couch. Everything looks so good, girl. Oh my God, your home looks so good. So good. Girl, you are awesome at decorating. I wish I had the budget for you to redo mine. But I just, the only thing is I am stuck to my dining room, because that's an heirloom. But baby, that house is beautiful. Y'all need to check out Brown Sweet One. She is definitely into interior design. She is definitely one to follow with the current trends of decorating, and she uses great quality products. Like, you can tell that she takes her time in choosing quality things. Well, I guess I don't need, I can use it with the curls. But yeah, here is the hair, guys. Here is the hair. Hold on, can y'all see good? There we go. All right, so here is the wig, here's the hair. You can see the comments. I see comments, but yeah, it's pretty long. So yeah, we may clip a little bit of it. And yeah, so yeah, we got a really nice color. But some of these ends do need to go. So we're going to curl this. You know, I like the thickness of it. So yeah, we're going to curl it down through there and chit chat. That's what we're going to do. So you guys get to see me work today. So I hope that you guys have been having a good one. What you say? I waited until Black Friday to get those deals, girl, cause I know you like uh Crate and Barrel and all those really nice places. I do too. So you really did a good job, cause that couch is a very your couch is not one of the cheaper ones. Your couch is really has that really good quality. So I was like, oh yeah, she did that. And that bed, oh my God, that bed. I think that's boucle. I love that. I love that. I was thinking about, you know, I got that boucle gray chair. I was thinking about doing a boucle gray bed and changing my bedroom into my beauty room and taking my bedroom and making it my beauty room because it's bigger to me. I was thinking about that. But baby, when you want to really invest in some good furniture, a lot of times you really have to take your time. So I really love what you have done with the house. So I just love your content. But yeah, y'all, I'm trying not to drop my curlers. So I used Olaplex last night on my wigs and on the weave that I took out. I did take the quick weave out. I did take it. The hair did come off of the cap really good. And I just really just soaked it in shampoo in scalding hot water for about an hour. Oh, honey, anytime. Y'all make sure y'all check out Brown Sweet One on YouTube. I'm definitely going to share her on my community wall. So y'all check her out. She's a beautiful young lady, ex-military, going back to school. She has one daughter in college. She has young children that she's raising, and just doing an excellent job. And I love to see young women who are about their business. She ain't on here begging. She ain't on here doing all of the other things. She's definitely somebody that you definitely want to follow. Hold on, let me go get some scissors. I'm going to cut those ends off because those ends are getting on my nerves. But yeah, that's what we're going to do today. I ordered Marley another water thing because that water fountain that I bought her, it's working my nerve. I'm not going to be able to do that. Because Marley has figured out how to get the fountain open. So she's figured out how to open up the doggone fountain and get the water, and the water can't, and some of the water got on the floor, and I have hardwood floors, and I'm not going to let Marley Lou. Okay, you go back to school January 6th. I'm so proud of you, girl. Look at my girl. Going back to school. Girl, look at you. You're doing it all. Y'all, look at these terrible ends. When your wigs have ends like this, cut them off. Cut them off. We're going to cut all of this off because you do not need these crazy ends on your wigs. You're going to hold a better curl and all of that. Cut this mess off. I'm going to have to clean this floor, but baby, I'm so proud of you, baby. You keep doing what you're doing. You've been a great example to your girls and your boys. You never, ever stop. Only thing about this head thing, I can't get it. I have dropped it so much until it don't hold as secure as I want it to. So hope y'all can see me. We're just going to hold it up and just cut. And a lot of times you'll get these crazy ends by curling it a lot. So, girl, we're just going to go right on across, honey. It's just that simple, okay? Because we don't need all them crazy ends. We just don't. We just don't. So, a lot of times curling it too can also kind of thin those ends out too. But we just gonna go on and cut this part. Cut it on off. And then it's gonna be curled. So, yeah. But I can wear it straight also if I want to. Let's see what this looking like, because I don't think I got too much of a good angle on this side. But yeah, I can also wear it straight if I want to. But yeah. Yeah. But anyway, so let's get to curling. I probably should go through with a little flat iron. What y'all think? Should I go through it with a little flat iron and just kind of take a little bit of the frizziness out? I just feel like a lot of it's going to straighten out when I curl it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm feeling like. But yeah, how's everybody doing? Have y'all finished Christmas shopping? So anyway, I got Marley another type of fountain that doesn't have a battery. That doesn't have a fountain that spews out, because that one has a little battery. I mean, not a battery, but it has something that it spews. So I put my degree on hold while serving, but now I'm focused. Okay, I graduate next year, October. I'm going to keep grinding. Definitely keep grinding. Girl, let me tell you something. The grind never stops. The grind never stops. Ooh, it's still a little wet up in here, y'all. I feel a little moisture right up in there. Darn. Right up in here. Right like here. It's a little wet. Let me feel this part. Okay, let's go back through, y'all. Let's do a little more drying. Hold on, we're gonna use this side. We're gonna use this side right here. Let me stand up. Keep on doing that. Get up under here. I don't want it to get, I want to hold a curl. Ooh. Girl, sometimes you gotta take your time, I guess. But yeah, I definitely want to get this mask on and get some good skincare, because I did put on makeup yesterday. So I really want to get my skin clean and really work on it, because, you know, makeup is beautiful. I love makeup, but you do have to make sure that you do good skincare. Who is that? Marley? I know I have my doors a lot. And I'm bad on that camera. You gotta be you. So yeah, y'all, I was in the YouTube streets yesterday. I was there, I was listening to Miss Carver, and she talked about, you know, what she's going through, her and Mr. Carver. And I remember when that happened and how horrified a lot of us were, you know. You know, it's just interesting how people make up and break up on this app. And yeah, a lot of people did raise money, did send money, because, you know, you kind of felt like, dang, you know, yeah, he shouldn't have been driving inebriated. But, you know, accidents do happen. I have one of my good friends, her her daughter was inebriated and had an accident, and she ended up taking somebody's life. And that girl is still dealing with it. She spent a year in jail until they were able to get a better lawyer. They were able to get the high-powered Leslie Ballard. Here, they had to put up quite a bit of money in properties. So she spent a year in jail, and they were able to get her out. And I don't know how much of the time that she did, but she had a small baby at the time. She was dating this guy, and this guy wasn't about nothing. Her mama kept trying to tell her. And they went out, and he tried to break up with her, and she done got drunk and all this, and hit this lady and killed her. And it was a big thing. And so a lot of times you can judge before until it happened to somebody who you know. Now, I knew this young lady growing up, and then she was a sweet girl, but sometimes sweet girls, they like bad boys. You know what I'm saying? She had gone to school, and her mama had helped her, and she was feeling herself, and this boy, he was popping. You know how it is, because I went through that stage. And I can't forget that. I was kind of talking about some stuff on a live, and then I thought about it. I was like, well, now, wait a minute now, Lucinda. Remember when you used to be that way, girl? I told y'all that story that time, but I called myself in college dating a dope dealer, and the detective pulled me over. And, baby, when he told me that he was going to call my mama and my daddy because of who I was dating, baby, when I tell you I got some act right so quick. So I've been young and dumb. I have been young and dumb. And you don't have to be all young and dumb. You can be old. And it's a split second, y'all, where you can end up ruining your life with a bad decision. You know what I'm saying? And that's probably what happened. And see, we never ever saw what he went through. We just saw his wife, because he's not on here. So I believe, especially with him being in the church and all of that, I believe that he probably, has nightmares and has really gone through with that. I believe there is no winner in that situation. But as a family, and people will learn this as they get older and with their children. Sometimes, just think about it. Just think about it. How mad some of us get on this app sometimes. You talked about my mama, you know what I'm saying? And y'all know I got a permit to carry. And that ain't no secret. Now, what if I decide, just like I decide to go and travel and go meet one of these pussy ass hoes that talked about me or my mama? What if I decide to do that? My life would be over. You see what I'm saying? I can make that judgment. I can make that bad judgment. You see people doing it all the time on here. Oh, yeah, I look a hot mess. I look a hot mess right now. I look a hot mess. But one thing about me, when I look a hot mess, it's a method to my madness. See, when I look a hot mess, I can come on this bitch and I can transform. I can beat this face to the gods. I can get this body down and get this weight down to the gods and put on me a shapewear and come out here looking like your wet dream. Now, what I want you to do with your pussy ass is to keep sucking out my ass. Because, see, what you did was you came over here with your straw to suck out my ass. Now, I know my ass tastes good and it smells good, but I'm not serving ass this morning. I'm not serving ass this morning, okay? Ass is not on the menu. So take your pussy ass on somewhere and go. Yes, I look a hot mess this morning. I sure do. I look a hot mess. My hair, I took my hair out. But when I want to get dolled up, I come out here looking like the wet dream that you just half-ass cleaned out your drawers about 30 minutes ago before you brought your puss ass over here. Okay? That's how that gonna go. Good morning. Good morning. Who is that? Chef? What's up, Chef? I'm cussing out one of the people in the chat real quick, Chef. It's a puss ass hoe out here. And my chat gonna tell me I look a hot mess. And I'm telling this motherfucker to get on down the yellow brick road and stop sucking out my ass. They think I'm serving ass this morning, Chef. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Who is that? Walker. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Don't do me. What's up, girl? What's up? Don't do me. Girl, what is going on, girl? I didn't know you was over here. I wouldn't have been acting like that. If I had known you was over here, I would have not said what I had just said. Because I do not want, see, some of y'all don't want to cut up in front of her. See, Chef know me. The rest of them know me. But I did not, girl. Listen, don't do me. Girl, I was, listen. Now, I want to be a little messy, but then again, I don't want to be a little messy. I do, but then I don't. But I am going to be a little messy. Don't do me. Stick around because I'm going to talk about something that happened last night. Anyway, whoever that was that made that comment told me that I'm looking a hot mess this morning. Yes, I am. But you do not have to suck out my ass this morning. I am not serving ass, okay? I'm serving hair, okay? Okay. Yes, I look a hot mess right now. But I know how to fix it up. Okay? All right, now let's get to the other one. Good morning, Walker. What's up, y'all? Happy holidays to y'all. Welcome in to Loving Lucinda. My name is Lucinda. We do it all over here, girl. We curl hair, we style hair, we put on makeup, we do some shopping. We always trying to save a coin. We trying to date a little bit, girl. We trying to get outside a little bit, girl. We're doing all of it, and we're doing a living alone diaries. We're cleaning up, decluttering. We're healing. We are doing great. We are healing. And everything is going to be all right. So y'all stick around. But what I was saying, y'all, is that through seeing my friend go through that and her family, I realized that it only takes a split second to make a decision that can ruin your life. So even though that situation was unfortunate, and I know people got different opinions, and I'm not trying to take up, I'm just telling you that we got to give people grace. And this is what I want to share with y'all. God is just, and thanks to having a good lawyer, of course, and God being just, you see how the situation worked out. That man is of a certain age and a pillar in his community. And we don't know the whole situations of whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But of course, those who use it as content, do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't stop you. I can't, I really don't like it, to be honest with you. I feel like, and I know how a lot of people feel. They feel like, well, she say this and she say that. Well, now, I'm going to say this. I just grew up from the old school, and I grew up where folks cussed and stuff like that. And we just knew how they were. You know what I'm saying? And we just gave them that respect. But a lot of people on YouTube don't feel that way. So I'm not trying to tell nobody how to feel, because that can cause a whole lot of stuff. So All I can say is I I wish them both the best. And I look forward to see him coming home, and I keep the family in my prayers, because there is no winner in that situation. Okay? There is no winner. And I feel like you just have to give people grace and give people compassion. And it really shows that you are the bigger person when people have wronged you and you're able to show them compassion. I didn't say you have to forgive and forget, but when you're able to show them compassion and knowing when to say things and how to say things, that comes with age. Okay? Good morning. I ain't no white queen, baby. I am very much black. Who in the world? What is the white queen about? Please take that out. I am not white. Please take that comment out. If you want to call me queen, fine, but I'm not a white queen. Okay? I am very much black. So please remove your comment with the white queen. Please take that out and just say queen. Take that comment out, please. Because I am not white. Okay, I'm going to take that out. Okay? Yeah. Please don't call me a white queen. I am definitely not white. I don't know how to feel about that comment. But anyway, you got to give people compassion. And I certainly feel like at his age, he deserves compassion. And I'm glad that it's working out for him and for her. You know, I like Miss Carver. I just do. You know, especially after losing my mom. I just like Miss Carver. And I know I can't help that people don't like her. That ain't my business. I like her. I like her. And I also feel like, yeah, I think we can make that a little bit tighter. So that's how I feel. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. And yeah, whoever she when she gets to cussing folks out, it's a kiki, of course. We all be there for the kiki. So yeah. So yeah, but I'm interested to hear other people's opinion as well. But because just like some people you all rock with and like, I have felt wronged by and I don't rock with. So I can't expect you as supporters to pick up on my feelings and to say, oh, you said something about Lucinda, so I can't, no. Sometimes I do wish that people would kind of speak up on things, but I guess maybe that's not being realistic. I don't know. But I'm glad that he won't be in there long. I'm glad he's in a medical facility where he can get, care. Because being in that age, being in those dirty environments, I would definitely be worried about his health and, his mental health. So, yeah. I'm just praying for all the families involved and that God grants them all the desires of their hearts and that everything works out. You know what I'm saying? I really am. Welcome in, Isabel. I'm just curling my headband wig. So how do y'all feel about it? I mean, what are y'all thoughts? I hate to see her upset like that, especially during this time. Now, I really don't like that. I just don't like that at all. And then to like bring up her family and all this kind of stuff. Miss Carver ain't mistreating Mr. Carver. You know, he knows his wife. I wish people wouldn't say certain things. Miss Carver, I don't think she would mistreat anybody. Look at how Miss Carver came out here when Glam faced that situation. Is that the kind of person who would mistreat their husband? No. You gotta look at a person hard. And she definitely, if there's a need, if there's a need, I believe she would be one of the people who would come out and would take up and do for any one of us who was in need. That's what I think. That's what I would think. Especially about how she embraced the situation with Glam to Glam when she faced her situation. She didn't have to do that, but that lady had a heart and compassion. And even I have seen her feel sorry and weep for chopping, you know? So she's not as bad. She is going to defend herself. She has had to kind of be like an only child and defend herself. So y'all don't know what that's like. But I do. So I understand her on a different level than a lot of people do. Just because she has siblings doesn't mean that she didn't feel like an only child at times. You know what I'm saying? See, in the black family, let me tell y'all something. In the black family, we come all different sizes, shapes, and colors. We could be from the same mom and daddy, but we'll come out looking totally different. And our parents sometimes learn the ones who they can really rely on. And so, ain't no telling. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling what happened there. All you can do is listen and see her compassion. I know one thing, she loved her mother. She ain't no Peach McIntyre. She loved her mother. And from a person that has lost their mother to another person, babe, I know that hurt. And that's why I'll always have love for her and anybody else who's lost their mother. Because I know that cry and I know that hurt. So I just see things differently. The more I sit back and kind of think about it and kind of get out my own ass, you know what I'm saying? I be thinking about stuff and I be like, you know what? You might want to show this person a little bit more compassion. You might not want to be so judgmental. I have to check myself on that a lot. And I'm hoping that some other of you all will too. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't, all of us, by the grace of God, honey, there go we. You know what I'm saying? I got some flyaways. I'm going to have to spray something on there. But I do believe it's going to end up being pretty. Yeah. But how do y'all feel? I mean, how do y'all feel? Do y'all agree with me? Do y'all think I'm wrong? How do y'all feel? You know, you can you could be in a traffic accident and girl, just make a wrong turn sometimes and cause something, you know? So, we just got to be compassionate to people, y'all. And not kick them when they be down. Even though sometimes maybe you feel like getting your lick back, but maybe it's not the time to get your lick back at the time. You ever thought about that? You ever thought about, because vengeance is the Lord's. And I don't want this sector to just make us so hard-hearted where we just don't care about nobody, nothing, except for the people who we like. That's crazy. But it seems like we just make excuses for the people who we claim is so likable, so funny, so this, so real. Real what? A real asshole? Like, girl, the stuff that people be praising on this app, I be like, I I just thank God that I know him for myself. That's all I can say. You know what I'm saying? Hey, lab rat. I'm on here just chit-chatting. I'm trying to see what other people are saying. Maybe they will let me know how they feel. But I was talking about the Carver situation. And I was saying that I had a friend whose daughter kind of got in a situation like that. So that when people get in that situation, we may not see how the guilt weighs on them because they may not get out and show it. You know what I'm saying? And really, they really can't because, those things take a long time as far as litigation is concerned. But I just feel like in this time, we just need to give the Carvers some compassion and finally caught a live. Well, welcome in. Consider subscribing, hanging around. I just feel like the Carvers need our prayers and compassion at this time. That's just how I feel. And I was just wondering because people are talking, but I'm not here to gloat. I am here to be prayerful and to wish Mr. Carver back home. Because I feel like he probably will always carry that with him. I feel like it's probably unfortunate. And, it's just unfortunate. Lacks of judgment. We've all have lapses in judgment. We've all done things. And by the grace of God, maybe ours didn't get caught. I have had too much to drink and gotten behind the wheel before and buzz driven home. Now, what if I had hit somebody? I would have had to go through that same thing, y'all. You see what I'm saying? So now that I have seen people go through that, now I make sure when I know I'm going to drink, I make sure I Uber. You see? Now I'm a lot more conscientious of it. But before, if I felt like, oh, I'm just buzzed, I can make it. You see what I'm saying? Who's to say that couldn't be me? Who's to say that couldn't be me? And people will be out here talking about me, dragging me. I just, that's just how I feel. But people are entitled to feel how they want to feel, and I understand that. But I'm just offering prayers and praying that everything will be fine for them, especially during this season and being married that long and stuff like that and at his age. And I just hate to see her. I really hate to see her cry. I hate to see her sad. It just makes me sad. Because I remember when my mama was that age. I remember my mom was in her 70s, child. And you know what? To be honest with you, my mama probably did some things driving that by the grace of God, somebody didn't think she was drunk. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. That's just how I'm feeling about that situation. Well, this side's turning out really, really pretty. So we just got one more side to go. So I was just wondering, how you guys felt. But I'm wishing them the best. I'm praying that, she said he got his Bible, which that made me happy. So y'all know he going to be reading that Bible. And, when I think about him, I think about my dad. So, yeah, and my dad used to drink. And, my mom and my dad, they made it through that. But my dad just, I don't know what happened. It's like one day, I remember him drinking, and then it was like he just decided one day he went to church and he was just delivered. And he was saying that he didn't want to drink anymore. I do remember that. I remember because I remember my uncle Couldn't believe it. And I remember that. And I was so proud of him. He got delivered from alcohol and he got delivered from cigarettes. And I think the cigarettes was more so for me because I had asthma. But I do remember faintly when I was little, cigarettes. But then as I got older, I just never saw it anymore. Yeah. And he never took, he was serious about his sobriety. He was very, very serious. I asked him one day when I got older about it, about why he stopped drinking. And he said God showed him himself. He said, God showed me myself and I didn't like what I saw. And I didn't want that to be how you saw me and how your mother saw me. And my dad said he had started drinking when he was 12 years old. Because he would run moonshine. He would deliver moonshine. Yep, and then when he was 12, he would drink it. And he started liking it. Yeah, but that's what he told me. So God can deliver you from anything that goes on. I definitely have seen it. But yeah, my dad used to drink, girl. And, I don't really remember it. I do remember him being drunk like 2 or 3 times. And I remember my mama getting so mad about it. And all of a sudden, he stopped. So I know God can touch you. I know he can take the taste of alcohol away, cigarette, whatever it is that is keeping you from reaching your highest potential. I know that God can deliver you from it. I know that because I've seen it. Yep. I was proud of him, really, really proud of him for doing that. Because he really, really sacrificed for me and my mom. He really loved his family. And what his family thought of him really, really mattered to him. So, yeah. It's always hope. Never, ever, ever give up hope on anybody in your family that's dealing with anything. Never give up hope. You just give it over to the Lord. Now, if your life is in danger, of course, you got to take action. But, a lot of times you have to give it over to the Lord and then leave it there. I think my mom, she did have issues with it, but I think she learned that he was a good man and that as long as he abide by certain things, she was going to stick it out with him and pray. And a lot of times, that works. A lot of time that works, people. So don't be so quick to discount how God can bless you and how he can change your situation. Because I'm telling you, he can. He really, really can. So I am just looking forward to Mr. Carver coming home and Miss Carver just having a good time and giving us some more laughs and some more fashion shows and all of that. So, yeah. I just want happiness. I want peace. Because I'm at that point in my life where that's how I feel. So, I want that for everybody. Yep. So, listen. Y'all, I saw where there's a post talking about Chopping had got her wings, y'all. It's awful on both ends. The family experienced a horrible situation, and I'm sure the offender has asked God to forgive him. Has he forgiven himself is another story, in my opinion. Oh, yes. Hey, Miss Daz. Hey, Miss Dash, yes, he definitely gonna have to forgive himself. And I pray that he does. I pray that he does. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not the only person who has faced that. You know what I'm saying? It's awful for both families. And we got to keep both families in our prayers. You know? So, yes, we are definitely praying for both families that's involved. Yep. But I have been on the end of stuff like that. You know, I have seen it from different perspectives. And so it makes me judge less than what I used to. Now, when I first came on this app, I was very, very much judgmental. But then I had to kind of remember some things from my family and things I have witnessed. And I had to say, hold on now, Lucinda. Because, baby, when my friend daughter went to jail for that year, when I tell you, baby, we was always trying to send money, trying to help, because that girl was a sweet girl. She just kind of got naive and just kind of had a lapse in judgment. You know what I'm saying? And I felt terrible for the family, you know. As a matter of fact, one of the girls who knew the family gets her hair done where I get my hair done. And I felt so bad sitting there, but I didn't say a word, you know. Because shit, I ain't want that girl to start whooping my ass. Because they was hurt, you know what I'm saying? They was hurt. And I can understand that. And, you know, meanwhile, I'm sitting over here praying for the girl who did it. But, you know, that was my friend's daughter. So, of course, you know, I felt bad. I felt guilty sometimes. You know, I questioned, Lord, what am I supposed to do? But we got to show compassion, you know, because any lapse of judgment, that could be us. Like I said, there's times when I have drank and I have buzz driven home. Shit, I did it not too long ago, actually. You know? So, but I try to make sure that I eat enough and that I'm not just, you know, falling down. And I know how, when I get to a certain point, I know when to stop. That's one thing about me. I know when to stop because I don't want to be arrested. So I try to make sure, even though like when I take shots, I try to make sure that it's something that I'm going to want to snack on, like chips, something like that, that's hearty, that will absorb some of it. And that I won't be buzz driving, because buzz driving is like drunk driving too. So we all, over the Christmas holidays, we all got to kind of be a little bit more conscientious of the decisions that we make. So, you know, maybe leaving the car, locking it, getting the Uber. It's better to get an Uber than to be paying to get your license back, you know. So, yeah. And I know taking an Uber sometimes is scary as well. So maybe, you know, what we used to do is we would say, okay, who is the driver? Now, the driver didn't drink. That's what we used to do. And when me and my sorors would party hard, my car, if I was drunk, I left my car. And they would always get me. They had brought me home many times. And I was drunk. Drunk, I'm talking about toe down. But then, you know, shit. They, you know, I mean, I trusted them. So shit, they can go get the car, whatever, whatever. Or one of my frat brothers or something like that. Or one of the dudes I was messing with. You know what I'm saying? But I try to be a little bit more conscientious, a little bit more conscientious now. So, but still, shit, it can happen to any one of us, is what I'm saying. You know, so that's all I'm saying. So, I'm praying for everybody because I don't want anybody to have to go through that heartbreak of losing a loved one. And I don't want anybody's family to be able to, go to jail and all of that. I just don't want that. So I just feel like having compassion, and I feel like you know, just have compassion. That's all. That's all. God is the ultimate judge. That's right. And we don't know how that man has struggled, because I'm very sure that he relives it. But he got to forgive himself. God forgives. Look at how God used people in the Bible that nobody ever would have thought that he would have used. You see what I'm saying? So we got to be a little bit slower to judge when stuff like this go on. You know what I'm saying? Because you got kids, but still talk to them. When they go out, they don't want to hear it, but still say, okay, now, y'all, who gonna be driving? Just remind them, y'all. Sometimes we gotta be that voice of reason. You know what I'm saying? Even with ourselves, even with our husbands, our boyfriends. Now, baby, why don't you leave your truck there? I'll just come pick you up. Or I'll just send the Uber. Or I'll pay for it. We got to keep our folks safe, y'all. Because sometimes we just think it's a quick trip to the store. A lot of times you can lose your temper. And you grab your gun. We got to be conscientious, y'all. We got to be conscientious. And have compassion for other people. That's all I'm saying. And you ain't got to like the person to have compassion for them either. That's going to be cute, y'all. That's going to be really, really cute. I got a cute little headband I'm going to put on. And put a little something on my face. That's going to be pretty. See there? That's going to be so cute. So pretty. Nice, pretty little curls. And it's good and, still kind of got a little thickness to it. So, yeah. Isn't that beautiful? I think that's very, very pretty. Yeah, that's very pretty. And then my hair will be kind of back. I got a cute little headband. So, yeah. That's going to be pretty, y'all. Let's see here. Do we have some spritz to give us a little hold? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Let's spray her down. Pretty curls for the pretty girls. Yeah. And I can just kind of do my little baby hairs and pull it back just a little bit. I ain't going to disturb them curls too much. But, yeah. Now, do I like the stuff that people are saying? No. But, of course, hey, you can't stop people from their opinion. You just can't. So, yeah. I would just like for people to just be respectful and just to consider her age. Consider his age. And think about if that was your parents. And I know people say, well, she get out here, blah, blah, blah. I know, but still consider her age, okay? That's all I'm saying. And if you don't like it, just don't tune in. That's all. You ain't got to hate nobody. Just move around, It's Christmas. We ain't got to be so mean and hateful to each other. But now, if that's what you want to do you, baby. Because I plan on going to heaven because I want to see Mama V. So, y'all do what you want to do. That's going to be cute, y'all. We're going to go to the beauty supply and get us some more hair. But, yeah, I think that's how I want my up and down style tomorrow. I think I want it in a cute ponytail, But I want lots of curls. I want it pulled up, kind of like that, cascading curls. You see what I'm saying? That's kind of how I want it to look. So, yeah, I want it to be really, really full, cascading like that. That's kind of what I want it to look like. So, yeah, we're going to go get us some different colors and use some of these old bundles and make it do what it do. Thank you. Thank you. I think that's going to be so pretty. I'll show y'all once I get my shower and I'm going to put a little makeup on and put my lashes back on because, baby, my lashes, these lashes, I put them right here. I'm going to put these lashes right on back on. I sure am. My little... Baby, I'm going to put these lashes right back on. Don't play with her. Yes, baby, I got these and the ones I had last Sunday. I'm going to spray some alcohol on these lashes, let them dry, and put them right back on. Don't play. We are not going to be rebuying lashes all the time. Okay? So, yeah, we got that done. I'll come back a little bit later on when I dry the other little bundles and let y'all see how I do that. And, yeah, but I got to go get some more hair today. I'm going to go get Marley Lou some toys for Christmas and wrap up some of her stuff. And then I think I'm going to go to buy Bath and Body Works. So I'll be coming live today as I get out and about. And yeah, you know, let y'all see what I look like. I know I'm looking a mess now. Girl, I got on pants and a big old gown and I'm acting like an old lady. But I had to clean up today, get started cleaning up and stuff like that. So anyway, I got to clean up my mess in here. So I will see you all later. Love y'all. Be sweet to somebody today, okay? Y'all be good to somebody today. Don't throw hell. Are you a stylist as well? Or did you just watch your mother? I watched my mother, and my mother taught me. My mother had a beauty shop. My mother did hair for over 60 years. So I grew up shampooing people, able to cut. I can do it all. And the original plan was for me to open up she really wanted me to be a beautician. But I didn't want to. And I think I probably made a mistake on that. Because being a beautician is good money. But yep, I know how to curl and color and all of that. And I was thinking about what if I took those good bundles that I got and colored those. But I took my bleach over to Keisha because I said I was gonna stop playing in bleach because I didn't, I was like, you really not qualified to do that. But I think I can. So I may go and get some bleach and try those other bundles that I got from the ones I got from Memphis Hair Inc. Because I paid good money for those bundles. I might get those and try to color them because I saw a girl do hers. She used a 20 and a 30 developer. Right. So I might be able to do that. So we'll see. But anyway, y'all, let me go ahead and get in the shower, clean up. I got to sweep up all this hair and stuff like that and clean up myself so I can come on camera, child, because y'all know I be looking a hot mess sometimes. But anyway, the hair turned out very, very pretty. I will see you all later. Love y'all. Bye.